What's going on, guys? Thought I'd give an update on my $180,000 dividend portfolio. The bad news is I haven't contributed much money to it at all this year, really. All my monies really just went straight into a very expensive bathroom remodel that I just wrapped up that I did at my house. So that's where a lot of my money has unfortunately been going. As much as I wish I could be putting it into the stock market and seeing my portfolio just keep growing exponentially, that would have been nice. But hey, you also gotta have a nice bathroom at your house. Gotta have multiple bathrooms even though you live by yourself. Let's get into the good news though. That is that after investing long enough, your portfolio, it really starts to grow on its own. I still had an increase in dividends from last year despite not contributing much money at all this year. It's moments like this that really make me very confident in my strategy of retiring off dividends one day to have all my living expenses paid for with passive income just by owning high quality businesses and ETFs. It really does feel like I have a little mini army of $180,000 bills working for me even when I'm not working. It's a great feeling. Despite a short month of February, there was no shortage of dividend raises in February. Let's go over some of the highlights, right? So Facebook, they paid their first ever dividend. Good thing I made a video about that. Chevron with an 8% dividend raise. Otter Tails, a 7% dividend raise. That's actually the 86th straight year that dividends were paid on common stock. How consistent of income is that, guys? I love making the SCHD Ford haters mad. Ford announced a 15-cent dividend plus a supplemental dividend of 18 cents. Man, such a bad company that they can give 2 dividend payments. Disney with a 50% hike. Hopefully that's a sign of ending their wokeness for years to come. Union Pacific shockingly did not raise their dividend. Sad to see that it's now been exactly the same for 8 quarters. Pepsi with a 7.1% raise. Sherwin-Williams inches closer to being a dividend king with an extra juicy 18% raise. Coca-Cola also getting into the fun of it with a 5% raise. And how about Home Depot, guys? A place that I basically called home this past month. Out of the 31 days in March, I would estimate that I probably went to Home Depot about 17 of those times. You can definitely thank me because I think I'm a big reason on why they raised their dividend 8%. Then we also had Domino's Pizza with a 25% dividend raise. Okay, these dividend raises, they're getting me a little hungry. Let's talk about the real reason you clicked on this video, all of my February dividends. Let's switch it up from Fidelity and just use this PowerPoint method. I think I have 6 years worth of evidence that I actually own these companies and get paid these dividends. So first company to pay me was Divo, D-I-V-O. This is an income ETF and they paid me $3.54. All right, moving on, we had another income ETF, Jeppy, paid me $14.72. So many income ETFs coming out of the blue, they all want to replicate Jeppy's success, $14.72. All right, next up we have Lowe's. So very ironically, even though I was shopping at Home Depot just because they happen to be closer to my house, I actually do own just Lowe's stock. So they paid me $12.10. Hey, Lowe's, it's also a great alternative. They have their own different brands. So really between the two, there's lots of high quality products that you can buy for your home and all your construction needs. After Lowe's, we have MasterCard paying me $6.76. Not much to say there. Happy to see MasterCard share price keep going up and up. Next, we have the monthly paying REIT, Real Estate Investment Trust, Stag Industrial. They pay me $3.11. So by owning shares of Stag, that's really the equivalent of me owning different warehouses across the world. And I don't need to do any work. Stag just sends me those monthly checks. All right, how about this, guys? The ticker Kultz paid me $69.96. Unfortunately, it looks like they paid me in Monopoly money, so I guess I wasn't really collecting that. But really hope you guys enjoyed that KULT video that I just put out. I got a lot of great feedback and reception. I think I might make another similar, just parody video in the future. All right, how about Realty Income, not reality. They paid me $22.56. So many people ask if I would ever be a landlord. After hearing about some of the horror stories that are coming out of New York with squatter rights, I just cannot fathom how in such a developed world we give more rights to squatters than actual law-abiding citizens. Thankfully for me, I'm just a shareholder, so I get paid $22.56 from Realty Income. And then we have a business development company here in Main Street They paid me $2.93. All right, how about the pharmaceutical company, guys? AbbVie. Dividend King here, paid me $29.46. Next company has been in a lot of trouble with the US government. According to the US government, Apple is just forcing you to use an iPhone, right? If only there was no other competition. I have a feeling Apple's gonna win that lawsuit. $10.18 in dividends from Apple. Apple's been on a nice little dip here, eager to buy more shares of arguably one of the most important companies in the world. Then we have Costco here, paying me $3.26. Oh boy, I made a mistake of trying to fill up my gas on a Sunday at Costco. Oh my gosh, the parking lot was like World War II. I got in and out of there as quickly as I could, but still very hard to find a Costco that's not always busy. All right, next up, we have Starbucks, $19.12 in dividend checks they sent me. So Starbucks is another stock that's quickly approaching those 52-week lows. Hard to keep saying no to more shares of SBUX. All right, guys, are you waking up and smelling the coffee with X Yield, a Global X product, $5.94, monthly paying income ETF right here. And then we have its brother Q Yield, QYLD, paying me $18.61. Nice to get these consistent monthly dividends, high-yielding dividends from these two Global X products. Alrighty, so altogether, I had 13 companies pay me for a grand total of $152.29. This actually represents a 21% raise from last February when I made just $125. And overall, this is slightly higher than the last time this tranche paid out at $150, even though I haven't really contributed any money so far this year. So the monthly average, how much I'm making every single month, that's gotten up to $265, getting that much closer to $300 in passive income, money that I didn't need to lift a finger for. I'm getting almost $300 in passive income. As time progresses, the more compounding happens. So my quarterly average, that's how much I make every 3 months, that's getting closer to $800 in passive income. It is truly a blessing to see how fast the portfolio is growing, how much passive income is flowing into my pockets. And again, now that my money is not going toward remodeling my bathroom, that's more money that I can start putting into the portfolio and having even bigger returns. If you're more of a visual viewer, look at this little graph here. I know you love to see these big humps. Many of you love to see the humps. So every single year, I just keep setting new peaks and valleys, right? Every single year. It's like clockwork, right? I create a new floor, create a new ceiling, and every single month, I'm just getting that much closer to reaching financial freedom. And yes, I'm still making more money going to the bathroom at work, but hey, thankfully I work from home and I know my bathrooms are super nice these days. I also made $91.91 in my money market accounts. This is my cash position that Fidelity just automatically invests for me in US government treasuries and all that. Super safe asset class. Right now, it's about a 5% return. So essentially getting a 5% return for doing absolutely nothing. So $91.91 for the year. I'm at almost $200 for just parking my cash in a money market account, sleeping real good at night, and just seeing that passive income come. So when the Federal Reserve does finally cut interest rates, expect to see this number go down. And then overall, I'm still beating the market to start off 2024. It's a great feeling. Remember, I did beat the market in 2023, and we're off to another hot start here in 2024. I want to really thank my Patreons. They get to see all my weekly trades. So make sure if you ever want to support the channel to join the Patreon, you get access to my full $180,000 portfolio. Again, I make these videos for inspiration. It's never to gloat how much money I'm making or anything like that. I know when I started, I love to see people give updates on their portfolio. So again, that's why I make these videos. These videos do take a lot of time for me to make, so make sure you leave a like to help out a small-time YouTuber with the algorithm. Make sure you're commenting, and just let me know what you want to see in the future, guys. I'm always open to hearing more, and I will catch you on the next one.
Dissector, you are an idiot.